Okay, everybody, that looks like numbers arriving in have settled down. Um, I would like to introduce myself. I am Morag Brown and I head up the refugee resettlement team at Argyll and Bute Council. Thank you very, very, very much for joining us tonight. The film you're about to watch is very special to us. The way we support refugees in Argyll and Bute is delivered by a partnership of council services, of governmental third sector organisations, with that work coordinated by the refugee resettlement team. Last December marked 10 years of refugees first arriving in Argyll and Bute under the government programmes. And in discussing in our partnership how best to celebrate this milestone, the suggestion was to make a film. And our collaboration with Eyeglass began. Filming took place last summer and autumn, and we really hope you enjoy the results. After the film, you'll be able to share your thoughts and ask questions of tonight's panel, who will include our filmmakers, some of those whose stories are shared in the film, and members of the resettlement team. I'll explain the process to ask a question once the film ends, but for now, please sit back and enjoy an Argyll and Bute Welcome.
Ciat míle fáilte. For hundreds of years, this traditional Gaelic phrase, meaning 100,000 welcomes, has been used to greet travellers to Argyll and Bute. Argyll, which means coastland of the Gaels, has long been a safe haven, a place of shelter and a sanctuary for people far from home. The Scottish diaspora, spread all around the world, is a living reminder that historically the Highlands and Islands have been no stranger to displacement, with many people having been forced to migrate during the infamous Highland clearances and the frequent famines of the 19th century. Today, depopulation remains a very real issue throughout the Highlands and Islands. Argyll has 9% of the landmass in Scotland, but less than 2% of the population. In short, we have space. In 2015, Argyll and Bute Council, in partnership with the UK Government, began a humanitarian initiative to welcome and resettle refugees from war-torn Syria. In the decades since, and following the success of the initial programme, the resettlement team has worked to welcome others who have faced displacement due to conflict in Sudan, Afghanistan and Ukraine, bringing new life into depopulated areas. The places needed people, and the people needed a place. Integration with the local community has and always will be a priority, and this 10-year milestone celebrates the ongoing success of our resettlement programme here in Argyll and Bute. This is the story of some of the families who've found a warm welcome and an open door, becoming valued members of their communities, contributing and giving back to the places that greeted them so warmly. Our first port of call is Dunbeg near Oban, where, as the sun comes up on another day running the beach cafe, Yevgenia tells us about her experience of arriving in Argyll from Ukraine.
One morning, after a few days, somebody knocked in my door, and behind the door, we opened the door, and behind the door was a big, huge bag with full of presents. It was so huge, more than my daughter, very high, and it was first time we felt love and care for us. It was very nice, and we all day just opened these presents. It was beautiful.
In Rothsay, on the island of Bute, we visited Abdul Hadi at the barbers he runs with his father and sister.
To be honest, was very welcoming. Like, even when I went to school, everybody started helping me out. Since my dad also opened the shop as well, everybody started supporting us, help us. What's the next step? How we can achieve our goals. If you go ask anybody for help, everybody will help you. Specific in Rothsay as well. all people just like community, help the community. They just will help you whatever you want, whatever question, they always got an answer. A lot of people start talking about like racist, all that stuff. So that I was a bit worrying, which gave me a bit of stress of it. But seriously, like since day one, I haven't seen any racist at all. I know people keep saying it and show it on the TV, which is scare us. But since I stepped in this country, I've absolutely seen nothing. Only friendly, respectfully support people. I think seriously the best country. Very welcoming, very, very welcoming.
A few streets away, in a small community hall, some magic is happening. Stephen, who escaped the war in Sudan, is attending a music broth workshop.
I feel like I had been given a fresh start and a new hope. Everything is getting better. It's not like the first time. Yeah, I feel welcome in the community. And I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to build a new life here as well. Let's go. Yeah.
Go on then.
On the grind every day, never gonna sway. Chasing game, not play. In the game, I will stay. Yeah.
You just make up your own beats and then you can practice.
Good.
In GarageBand.
Yeah. Music, I started the music because when I sing music, like, has become a way for me to express everything I've been through, you know? Yeah, the pain and the hope, the dream I carry. When I sing or play, like, I feel free, you know? Yeah. My hope for the future is to keep learning, to share my story through music and inspire others to find their way. Life isn't easy, but I believe that as long as you keep moving forward, like, life will always find you, you know.
A few miles across the water, we got our own warm welcome when we went to visit Abdul Wazi, a member of the resettled Afghan community, at his home in Helensburgh.
Hello, how are you? Welcome. May I come in? Welcome. Please help yourself.
Abdul Wazi explained to us that, for him and his family, the warm welcome started with the council resettlement team.
در اینجا رسیدیم خوشبختانه اولین چیزی را که ما در اینجا احساس کردیم و ما را آرامش داد موجودیت رئیس موراک تیم کاریشان که آقای سام، آقای رشید و دیگر خانم عنایی که در این تیم شامل بودند، بخش وزارت دفاع که یک خانم بود. با دیدن از اینا ما روحی دوباره گرفتیم و خوشبختانه که زمانی که موتر توقف کرد با یک دستگل زیبا در دست رئیس خانم مورک به ارتباط خوش آمدید.
We visited an IT class for members of the Afghan community, where Abdul Wazi was one of the participants.
I've been working with some of these guys for about 9 months and then some of them just since Christmas. So today we're just bringing it right back to basics. How to turn on a computer, how to open up job sites, how to set up new email accounts, that sort of thing. So it's just taking everything back to the basics. There's some, their abilities are so different. So some of them are, you've had jobs in IT and some of them are just that needing the basic support. So this group is just to really support them in the future, to employment, training.
The Afghan community in Helensburgh has only been in Argyll for about a year, whereas Abdul Hadi and his family arrived 5 years ago after escaping the war in Syria. Now running a successful barber's and a cafe in Rothsay, their success is a testament to their own hard work and determination and the support of the local community and the council resettlement team.
So we've got Murak. She helped us a lot. She looked after us, make sure we have everything set up, houses set up. Then we've got our translator is Amin. He worked for support worker as well. He was really nice, helped us a lot. They were absolutely lovely, like very friendly, very supportive for us. Anything we asked to help us, they were helping. So absolutely amazing. No, 100%, 10 of 10.
I'm very grateful for council who help us all the time, maybe.
They are all angels for us. They big friends. They know all. When we are happy, they know this. When we are not happy, they know this, and they help all the time in all ways and all situations. They help very much and explain a lot.
In my role as a support worker, we try and offer holistic support to everybody that is involved in our programs. So that's everything from getting them registered with school, GPs, bank accounts when they first arrive, and then longer term we look at things like employment, getting them involved in the local community, whether it's through employment or volunteering or engaging with other programs and services in the local community. Their English is all coming along very well. They're all settling into life in Helensburgh, adjusting to life in the UK in general, which is very different compared to Afghanistan. All their kids are attending school, so through that they're starting to integrate nicely with the local community. People are looking for jobs, getting used to life here.
It soon became very clear that Stephen had a real kind of interest in writing. I think the key thing being that he is very honest. He writes about how he feels, and although he writes about a lot of the struggles in his life and coming here, everything is always very positive. That you don't want these struggles to hold you back. You want to move forward and be positive.
Exactly.
And that really comes out through his music. So I think in any kind of style of music, when there's a real honesty there, it just shines. He loves the writing, he loves the creating, and I think that just comes through in just Stephen as a person. It certainly comes out in his music. Positivism is very infectious.
Thank you.
You know, and I just think that's great. You know, in music and in life, we need a lot of that kind of stuff, you know, and it's a simple thing to do, to come together here and just share an interest in music, beats, words, ideas. You've got a whole notebook of ideas, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got it.
And it's like every week he comes in, he's like, I've got a new song. And they're like, slow down, let's finish the last one.
Yeah.
But it's infectious, it's just really great, you know?
Yeah. As I said before, like, everything was tough in the beginning, but since when we made this project, like, feel confident. So I really appreciate you. You guys are exciting me, you know. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like not in my mood, like when you came and said like today there's a music workshop, like I feel excited and, you know, kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything changed like suddenly. I really like it, you know.
The support of the local community and the council resettlement team has been critical to the successful integration across Argyll and Bute. It's difficult for us living in the beauty and relative tranquillity of the west coast of Scotland to imagine the events that have brought these families here to our shores and what they have left behind.
One day I make nice hair for my daughter and we prepare ourselves to go to work and go to school. And it was sun and we was smiling. We sit in a car and my neighbor come out and, where are you going? And I said, I go to work, my daughter go to school. And he said that the war start. And I don't believe, and I think it's joke. But it was not joke.
That's a long story. That's really, really long. So I started 2023, I think. So yeah, I left my home to escape the war, you know. Yeah, but yet on the lead, they bombed me one more. And a week without food, not a drop to drink, you know. Yeah, I ran for more than pain, and I tried to be free. But I pushed that through, holding on to hope for safety. And my struggling voice keeps saying, don't quit, don't give up, keep moving.
I think, it's near 4 o'clock a.m., but it was starting and was 4 bombs. And I'm without shoes, without clothes. It's very cold in Ukraine. And I'm running from house. It was terrible, maybe 15 meters. It was so dark. I'm shaking. And my neighbors, where are your kids? I can't speak because it was like shock. I can't hear. At the same time, my kids was in my cousin. They live at power.
7th floor.
7th floor, and they can see my home. And when they saw a lot of dark smoke and red fire, my sister cried and, oh, Maria, he's died maybe. And she very cried, but she didn't know that my kids coming. And my kids was very...
in big shock.
Yes, it's shock because they don't cry, in shock. And when she called me, my call it doesn't work. After, my son said me, Mom, my older son said me, I was very scared because I think you died and Dad is died. And I think where I will be with my younger brother. I think, oh, we have 2.
Боже, ну.
They thinking we have a grandma, but they never live with grandma. They okay, we will be try live with grandma.
در روژه در بدبختی و جنگ و مهاجرت های داخلی سپری کردیم. بنان فرقش دایی است که دایجا ما آرامش خوبتر احساس میکنیم و امیدوار با آینده خوب هستیم برای طفلای ما، برای خود ما، که اینجا طفلای ما میتونن خوبتر تحصیل کنن، خوبتر بدرخشن و در این جامعه اسکاتلند یا جامعه یوکی در آینده اگر خدمت کرده بتانن که ما بتانیم امو زحماتی از اینا را، امو نوازشی از اینا را جبران کرده بتانیم در عرصه البته طفلهای ما که تحصیلات خود به اتمام برسانن و خدماتی را به کشور انجام بدن که ما احساس خوشی کنیم که ما تانستیم از او حالت و مصیبت و بدبختی هایی که در کشور ما وجود داشت و در اینجا بهتر زندگی کنیم.
2 months we lived with friends and often going to underground. And my youngest son often crying, and he say, I don't want to die. And every day it's very hard to hear that. He feel like it's last day, every day, and he can't sleep in. Maybe it's first time when we very good sleep, when we arrived here.
To be in a safe place, really. Always my family is safe as well. Like, we don't need to worry about like the war or we need to move, because the most scary thing for me, for each country we keep moving, then we always had to start from zero again. We used to stay like on the floor, then end up now we have beds, everything. But always when we need to move a new place, you need to start from zero again. So that was my biggest fear. But since I came to Scotland, I would say, like, I don't have that fear anymore. I passed that fear from my life.
A few 100 metres up the street from the barber shop is Cafe Taza, owned and run by Abdul's older brother, Yahya. Yahya told us how important being an active part of the community and giving something back has been for him and his family.
When I came to Scotland, I was 20 years old. I was excited, but after that, I didn't realize what was waiting me. Realized I have to speak English. Then after that, I applied for West Coast of Scotland in Clydebank, and I travel like 4 days a week. Every day, get first ferry and get back last ferry for a year. Then after that, start to study sports coaching and development, the dream. My dream is keep improve myself, development, my business, getting my certificate, be a popular coach, like famous coach. Hopefully in the future, as I'm doing now. 2 years ago, I was Kilmarnock for 1 season and a half. Then after that, moved to St Mirren, and I'm now the leader for Live Argyll and Bute coaching.
As well as his coaching for Live Argyll, Yahya regularly turns out for successful amateur league side Greenock HSFP. He invited us along to a chilly evening training session.
It's a massive commitment, and we demand a lot of the boys because we're trying to drive them to be successful, and we know they're a good team, so that's our job, to just push them as hard and as far as we can. So they recognise, obviously, he's slightly different background from them, but like everybody's equal in a football team. Very inclusive environment, so we integrate anybody that comes along. We've got boys from all over.
We work as a team always, so football all about house work is group, not individually. So I have relation good with them, as they are, all of them is friendly, as you've seen. Nice people here, nice team as well, nice coaches as well. I really appreciate it. They are very respectful.
Really good teammate and gets on well with everyone. He's strong, aggressive, really good impact. He works very hard, really good character as well, so he's a pleasure to have about.
So sometimes it's hard because I have finished late, have not have time until go have a shower, food, eat, and after that don't have specific time to study as well. So probably I organize a time to study a wee bit, then after that prepare myself to sleep, and second day just go travel on a ferry, get the ferry back to Zarossi, and sometimes be late, but I let my family manage until I get to the cafe. We work here as a team. We are more than friends. I really appreciate their support, their helping. They work so hard for me. They work for Taza. So Mohammed, he's my oldest brother, and Yusuf, he's our chef here inside. He's working inside, and without them, I'm nothing. We dream we will have a cafe and shop, restaurant. So that's what for me, that's what I've done. That's why I'm stay always here. Anyone need help, I always offer for help. Because when I came to here, I really wanted help, and a lot of people, especially local people here, is help me always. Anything, get volunteer, I get in, take part on it to show the respect for the community. I really love the community. I achieved my dreams here, so I feel Scotland is my home.
Just a few streets away at Bute Yard, the Ukrainian community hosted their latest community event. The sun was shining and everyone was welcome.
Today we are having a Ukrainian National Day. We are celebrating our independence. I think it was great. So many people came. We are so happy to see a lot of local people today as well. Ukrainians from Argyll and Bute also came from different parts of Argyll and Bute. We had some traditional Ukrainian foods that we could share with the people, and we sang songs and we danced traditional Ukrainian dances as well. It was great to see our friends from Syria and Sudan. It was great they even joined the dance with us and enjoyed our food. So they're still here, they're smiling, and that's great that we can be happy together today.
It's a very welcoming island for people from different parts of the world. We've got the Ukrainians, before that we've got the Syrians, we've got a lot of Sudanese people. For such a small island, it does a really good job of kind of integrating everyone really sort of seamlessly almost, without sort of overwhelming our culture and their culture. All sort of mushes together, in a really nice way, so really mingled well together. Immigration and that's been used as a bit of a dog whistle, things like this to help sort of allay local fears, particularly a lot of people have a fear of the unknown, and this just shows that we're all just folk and we all can get along just fine.
Oh, today's been great. It's a great space and it's a real party atmosphere. The food's always wonderful. There's just a whole cornucopia of different foods, and Bute is a very welcoming place to have such an event. So it's been wonderful.
While Bute has been the pioneer and a beacon of hope for resettlement in the region, other communities have also embraced their own new arrivals. In Lochgilphead, we visited Ina and her family, who arrived 3 years ago from Ukraine at their popular cafe, the Green Cup.
We decided to open a cafe because we felt truly welcomed by the community and we wanted to give something back. Lochgilphead is such a nice and peaceful place, and we wanted to offer something that can combine people even more together. And recently we had the first anniversary for the shop, and every day receiving support from local people, their smiles, their talking to you, means a lot to us. Happiness is not a destination, this is just the way we live, the style of life. We're basically oriented on local people, and we have a lot of customers that come every single day or once a week, and we know them really well. This is not only a cafe, this is a place that unites community even more. This is a place where people gather with their families, with their friends for chat. It does make me really happy. It reminds me why we started this journey.
Ina and Serhi are a family that I've supported since they arrived in Argyll. What we do, we want people to not have things to worry about, understand what's going on, you know, so our level of support can be from the smallest thing to something a bit more serious, you know. I can't begin to understand the circumstances of fleeing the war. I can't, you know, I can look at it, I can think about it, but I can't put myself in their shoes. If I had to be somewhere else, you know, it would be terrifying. I think as a team, we basically want to make sure that we can kind of shoulder some of that fear and help them to kind of navigate their way into our community and feel comfortable and confident and happy being here. If you think about Ina and Sergey, they've got the cafe, they've got 3 young kids, and they're in the process of opening the restaurant across the way. I mean, it's quite incredible. They've just approached things with a really positive attitude. You know, they basically want to be very much self-contained. You know, they want to work, they want to learn. They're just embracing whatever it is they need to do because they want to be here, they want to feel part of our community, Argyll, Lochgilphead.
I think for local people it's very happy to have a new business. Scottish people, area people, it's very lovely. It's very help for my family, for me. We live in Argyll on 3 years. It's a home.
When we came here, the wee one was nearly 2. Our daughter was 4 and our son was 7. It was because of them. They have their childhood only once in their life. We wanted to find them a good future.
I love that attitude. I think it's fantastic. It's incredible what they've done in such a short space of time.
When I left my home and was very young age, I didn't feeling any safety because I can't remember anything, only the bad something because it was war. Absolutely, I feeling here my home. And I don't need I live in Bute because I feel comfy and safety, and that's it. I have perfect life. Yeah, I don't need to change any something. Here, all people support me when I'm start, and when I have any something, my dad and my brother help me always. And I'm working because I like what I do it, and I need make the people here happy because always help me and make me happy. To be honest, I have a lot of dreams, but I can't talking now. Maybe you come to me after a couple years and ask me, you get it or no?
My missus' name is Abby. She's from the island, so we used to be in the same school together. There is her mum and dad and a sister and a wee brother. Okay. So they're a really nice family. They helped me a lot as well. Hopefully in a few years later on, starting my family as well, enjoy my life. That's it really. Yeah, nice and safe. Perfect life, yeah.
Yeah, good.
How was your experience?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Thank you so much. 11 hours.
Up on the west coast of Argyll, in the town of Oban, we caught up with council leader Jim Lynch at another event organised by the Ukrainian community.
A lot of these people are going through really traumatic situations, but they've been made welcome. And I think the organisation of it is good, and it's a close community bond that's getting built now. So even in the worst of times, good things happen. Argyll and Bute's a beautiful place to be, and if we can get people here and share that with them and share their skills and help them through the hard times, more than happy to continue to do this and expand it.
I love it here, and if this is like my new home, and we would like to stay here, and I think we integrated really well, my family and I. We just love Scotland, love Scottish people.
I think they've done amazing settling into the community. They're running the beach cafe now. Wherever you go around town, they all seem to be doing a really good job.
I think it's proven to be successful, and it's good that we pull our weight against other places to do it. It brings different people to the area and can share ideas, and we can support people, because I firmly believe that's our job, is to support people when they're having difficulties.
The best is to see how our customers are happy and what they try, what they like, what tastes good, and I would like to see how they feel. It's like feedback of my work.
Honey cake. I like my honey cake because a lot of people like it. It's okay, yeah.
Yeah, we just put in the fridge a honey cake, half an hour, no honey cake. And people come, oh, it was honey cake. Where is a honey cake? And Maria, oh, sorry, I have to do another one. Our customer all the time ask what we put inside. But it's simple food and they look something else. And we always say that we put a little love on our pot.
I would like one day to stand in front of people, like performing, Yeah.
There's a huge bravery in being honest as a writer, and he's doing that already from the very beginning. So you can't teach that kind of thing. That comes from courage, strength, and determination.
Don't give up and don't hesitate, That's my message to everyone who will ever be a struggler. Don't hesitate, don't despair. Keep concentrated at the point. Don't lose your flame.
I would like to say I am very grateful for my sponsors. They changed my life and they give better future for my daughter. I'm very happy when I saw my child smiles. Good feeling when you feel safe.
I left my home to escape the war. Yeah, on the lead, the bomb and one more. Away was I off for another drop to drink. The world grew colder. The night made me think. I ran from war and pain. I tried to be free, pushed to by holding on to hope for safety. My struggling voice said, don't quit, don't give up, keep moving. My family love and dream a better future gave me strength, resilient movement, crossing the border, even when I'm walking inside. Resilient child, no need to hide. In every step, in every fight, to find your strength in all on tie. Living my homeland during the war.
Thanks, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed that. I've had the privilege of seeing that film several times now, and it still brings a tear to my eye every single time. If our panelists could please turn on their cameras and unmute, please, I'll introduce you to tonight's panel.
Now start my video.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. So please allow me to introduce tonight's panelists. We have Andy Crabb and James Gray from Eyeglass. We have Yahya and Abdul Hadi, Maria and Shenya, our film stars, and Joe McAlinden from the resettlement team is sat here beside me. So everybody, in a moment, a box is going to appear on your screen, and this is your opportunity to ask us questions of the panel or to give any comments at all. I'm just going to let that happen for a second, and then we'll start with our first question. Okay, and the first question is in, and it's a question for Andy and James. Andy, James, what drew you to this project? What excited you or inspired you to do it?
Well, you know, we work, we're community filmmakers, so we work with the community, and I think we just wanted to, you know, be able to, it was a great privilege, firstly, you know, to work with all these amazing people. So we jumped at the chance to, you know, to tell people's stories. I think it's really important to tell the positive side of resettlement, and how well it's been done in Argyll and Bute, and, you know, to push back against the negative narrative that we hear sometimes in the media. And so it was a great opportunity for us, and you know, we've enjoyed all of it, like meeting so many amazing people, you know, how they've managed to rebuild their lives here with the help of the community and the team. It's, you know, it's been super inspiring for us.
And James?
I'd just echo Andy's sentiments, really, to be honest. When we got contacted by yourselves and we looked more into it, we just thought this is exactly why we started our film company, to tell stories about local people. And these are local people. These people have come from different places, but, you know, they've come and made their new lives here against so much adversity. And it's a truly inspiring story. Every person that we've had the privilege of meeting has been so inspiring and been so lovely. And I think for both of us, we can call them friends as well. I'm proud to say that they're personal friends now as well.
Thank you. Thanks both. Yahya Abdul Hadi, I think the next question should be for you. So what helped make you feel welcome when you arrived here in Argyll and Bute?
So when I've seen people always in the morning with a happy smile, keep like say to us like good morning, hello, and stop asking us if we need any help. And sometimes they don't hesitate to come and ask us if you are looking for any help, or like go to practice sport with them. To see them every morning work, like dealing with us like that, we make us like feel that's our home, that's our friends, our families here. That's been like for 5 years now. People never change with us, being like always friendly.
Thank you, Yahya. And Abdul Hadi?
So, to be honest with you, first day one, you can tell how welcoming they were, the smile on their face. If we ask for any help or anything like that, you can tell they will offer it, and always happy smile on them. They helped us like for everything, and they're very, very friendly, like since day one. So it's an amazing to be in here, 100%.
Thank you. Joe, I think the next question's for us. Okay, so it says here, in our role, working with people who've settled here in Argyll and Bute, what is one moment that has really stayed with you? And if I'll keep talking because I think I think I can't answer that as one single moment. I think there have been too many exceptional moments where we've laughed together, we've cried together. But there is one thing that we do that is really, really special for me, and that is that I'm there to meet every single new arrival in Argyll and Bute. When they've come, whether it's by plane, train, bus, taxi, however they come here, I will meet them and welcome them to Argyll and Bute. And that is a really, really special, it's a privilege. It's very, very humbling. And I think it's really, really important that we give people a house so that they can make their own home.
I mean, I would kind of echo a lot of that. And I would also say that, to see how a lot of the things that we take for granted in our day-to-day life are so welcomed to people that have kind of come from a bad situation. And we get to go and visit people and kind of build relationships. And I think the great thing for me is when you go back and you can see gradually that people are kind of settling into life in Argyll. And it's amazing to see, because I think when we meet people initially, we're possibly not seeing the real people because there is so much difficulty there. And it's just lovely to see, for me, to see all of that kind of paring away. And you get to build great relationships with a lot of wonderful people.
So, Maria, Zhenya, what is your favourite thing about Argyll and Bute?
It's a lot of favorite things. I just would like to say that I love Scotland, love weather, Scottish weather as well. And I like everything. It's new and very good quality things around me. The nature, everything.
Nature, peace, people, a lot of school, very friendly.
Everything. The resettlement team, everybody, neighbors, I don't know. Everything is beautiful.
Oh, that is so lovely, lovely to hear. Okay, I am going to go to the more questions. It's a question, I think, for Joe and I. What do we think makes resettlement work so well in Argyll and Bute when many people say you can't resettle people in rural areas? Joe, do you want to have a go at that one first? And that one's questions from Gail, sorry.
I think for me, it's I think that kind of connection with the community. Argyll and Bute is a very welcoming community, I think, and when you're kind of bringing people into that community and you're building relationships, it's a wonderful place to be. And the geography is a geography, but we're here. And I think it's a lot to do with how the communities have welcomed individuals and how all individuals have really, really integrated with the communities, the villages, the towns. It seems quite a natural thing, that we're facilitating. That's how it feels to me, because at the end of the day, we're all people, and I think that Argyll just seems to be welcoming. I came to Argyll 20 years ago for 6 months and I'm still here. So I think that's what happened to me, and it seems to be rubbing off on a lot of other people.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I've got a question here for Abdul Hadi. Abdul Hadi, what do you think your younger self would say if they could see your life now?
It's a really good question, actually. I would say it's the best. Like, I won't get better than that. I would say it's like great to be. I would love my kids to be growing in Scotland next around the Scottish people, because you would find better than that. Like the way they look after each other, the community, the country, all that stuff is absolutely amazing. So to be in this country and in my age is great. I won't ask better than that, to be honest with you. It's the best ever, I would say.
Well done. Yahya, do you want to answer the same question? You came as a young man.
Yeah, is to came to this country in that age has helped me to build my future. It's given me more opportunities. It's my pleasure to be here when I'm young, just to achieve as many as I can from my plan. And now I'm on a process to achieve that plan. I'm now like 60% of it by getting my business, helping my family, and I'm third year in uni now. In the meantime, I get experience from the coaching, from the clubs here, professional clubs, and dealing with professional people. So it's a great time to came to here as a young, just to get better future.
Oh no, thank you, thank you. Andy and James, what surprised you most about the people you met in the film?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Well, I think, we were very unsure about how, how people would respond to having a camera, and so, well, I mean, I guess we were surprised how open people were and how much they, welcomed us in. Basically, they welcomed us in to their lives. We tried very hard to take it very slowly, and let them get to know us and us to get to know them before we really turn the cameras on. So we did that as much as we could, but really we were just really lucky. Everyone, who we went to film just really welcomed us in, helped us make the film, contributed so much. So they made it easy for us, really.
Yeah, there would be no film without people taking part, and we did spend that time, and everyone was really open with us, and it took a little bit of time, but people welcomed us into their homes, just spoke the absolute truth about what their past was, and and the girls there in the cafe, everyone was just so open and honest, and they were so trusting with us. And I'd like to make the small point just quickly that my mother is from Uist, and she was an economic migrant to this country. Essentially, she couldn't speak English until she was 13, and so to see all these people come from other countries, Argyll and Bute is such a welcoming place, and what they're doing with the opportunity that's been given to them is absolutely incredible. And we're both proud to know them all.
Okay, I'm going to take some of the comments now, which are just amazing. We're going to know, there's a quick question I want to ask to Andy and James, and possibly ourselves as well. One of our guest questioners said that was fantastic. And is the film going to be made publicly available? They think it should be shared far and wide.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's the Refugee Film Festival, so we'd like to share it there. And, obviously there's the UN have given us this beautiful quote. And obviously there's perhaps musings about Parliament as well and things like that. So we would like to take it as far and wide as possible. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, where possible, take it to communities as well. And to open it to other people as well, other voices, and to get other people's opinions.
I think there's a plan. I mean, you can confirm this, Morag, but there's a plan. I think we're going to do some live screenings in places, and I think Oban is probably the first one. Is that right?
Yes, that is right. We're looking to, as part of the community week of community support, that we're going to show the film in Oban in March. So some more questions. We've got a name I recognise, saying, wonderfully inspiring film. Looking forward to meeting you guys at some point in the future. We'll make a visit to Bute, get a haircut and visit the cafe and go and sample some honey cake. Looks like everyone gets yeah. Councillor Green, well done to all involved. Really showcases the work done by the team and communities across Argyll. Such a beautiful film, straight from the heart. Thank you. Community integration at its finest. Yeah, really, really, really amazing comments. And let's go back to the questions. A lovely one that for Yahya, Abdulhadi, Maria, and Jenya. What surprised you about life in Scotland? Who wants to go first? Jenny and Maria?
Surprise. Oh, I don't know. Start the new life. It was surprise for me. The new life, everything, new. And surprised was to open the business and start cook Scottish food. In yes.
Weather is surprise as well. All time something change.
Yeah.
4 seasons in a day often. That's what they say in the west coast of Scotland. Yeah. What do you think? What surprised you the most?
The weather. So it's too cold. That's what surprised me. So I heard about Scotland before. It's too cold, but I didn't expect it's going to be cold like that. So that's the most things that surprised me. Also, how is people too friendly here, and they are like very friendly. That's I heard they are nice people when I did search before I came to Scotland, but I didn't expect it's too much. They are really, really like friendly and very respectful people, and that's what I loved here.
Abdul Hadi, you want to have a shot?
That was a really, really big surprise. Well, I found my future wife in Scotland. She's Scottish, and her mum and dad is Scottish. My mum and dad's low as well. So that was a big, big surprise. Absolutely loving it.
That's a lovely surprise, Abdul Hadi. Okay. I think a question for probably myself and Joe and Andy and James can think about this one as well. What do our communities gain when people are properly supported to settle here? Joe, do you want to go with that one?
Yep. Well, hopefully, I think you'll see that in the film. I mean, I think the film speaks for itself because, having met Andy and James and been amongst the making of it, it purely is honesty. People have come to Scotland, come to Argyll and Bute, and they're happy. They've been made to feel happy, and we get so much back in return. I've learned so much from all the different communities and people. And I know that I drive a lot around Argyll to see people, but I'm always driving back home with a smile on my face. And that can come from anything. Don't get me wrong, we deal with a lot of really difficult things as well, but there's just something, it seems to me personally, just feels like a real privilege to be part of something like this. I never thought at any point I would meet people from Syria, Sudan, Ukraine, and get to do that every day. And it's really quite life affirming. I love it, really do.
I think we are afforded the opportunity to share stories, to learn from one another. It is, we are so similar regardless of our background, and I think this work does remind us of that. That lovely phrase, we're all Jack Tamson's bairns. We are. We can share culture, the best food I've ever eaten, the best drinks I've ever drunk, the best types of tea, honey cake. It is, but also, our communities benefit from refugees volunteering in them. Our high streets benefit from refugees opening businesses on them. Our schools benefit from an increased role. Our towns and villages in Argyll and Bute, where the population is declining, are benefiting from that injection of people, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing. Andy and James, can I hand that question over to you?
Well, that's easy for me. I mean, I benefit every week by the fact that because I also work at Sam's as the filmmaker there, and I can just pop over to the beach cafe and get fantastic food and a lovely welcome and lovely smiles from the girls there. So it doesn't matter if I forget to bring my sandwiches in. I benefit every day from great food. But I mean, I guess And what I think one thing I'd like to say, but I think Joe said this in the film, but it's it's so difficult for us with our lives here. I know we all have our own difficulties, but nothing really compared to what a lot of these people who are in the film have been through, and it's so difficult for us to imagine that, I think. And I feel like the resettlement team keep that at the forefront of their minds, that's how they've supported, and the people have flourished, and because they've flourished, they're able to give back. And it's like it's a lovely circle of support and giving back, and now everyone's benefiting.
Yeah, I agree with everything that everyone's saying. And to talk about the resettlement team, I mean, it was, we couldn't believe that we're getting asked to do this, because it was just a real privilege. And seeing the work that you guys do as the team, I know you guys don't like attention per se, but it's fantastic just to have been on the ground and getting to know everybody, including yourselves, and the work that you guys are doing, and how hard everyone that's come to this country works to make a new life. And it's not just, they're not disparate communities. They all get on with each other. So as you see in the film, at the events, they all have events. Everyone's welcome. So all the Sudanese, Ukrainian, doesn't matter where you're from, you're all welcome. And that's the way it should be. And I'm just so proud to be a part of the whole thing, and to know everybody. It's been a real privilege.
Can I just ask a quick question, just based on what Andy was saying there, and the questions for Jenya and Maria? Can you tell me how often Andy eats the honey cake? How regularly he does it every week? Because he's obviously
Andy eat every day. Nearly every day, but not honey cake. Not honey cake. Suddenly, but
yes.
in the future, we will think about gluten-free honey cake.
Yeah.
I have to say, like the Syrian breakfast in Rothsay, I have to say that Cafe Taza is incredible as well. Some of the best haircuts. We had the best haircuts ever with Abdul Hadi and his father, and getting to know his sister as well, and the guys down in Loch Gilpid. I mean, they're all the cafe down there. Everything's brilliant, and they're all just wonderful people and great food. My goodness, I can tell you about that.
Abdul Hadi's haircut for Andy seems to have lasted quite a while.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's just grow slow. So
Okay, thank you, everybody. Question about learning English for Yahya, Abdul Hadi, Jenya, Maria. How have you found learning a new language? How's it been?
I learn language with people. I speak with people every day. I don't have nothing special, no lessons, nothing. I speak language with people.
Yeah. I have a lot of English lesson, but for me it's not easy, but I'm trying to speak. I hope in the future I will speak fluently.
Maria, your English is excellent. And I remember when you first arrived, and your English has improved so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Abdul Hadi, how has learning English been?
I found it at the first is like very, very hard, because the Scottish accent was very, very difficult. So I was partly learning like English from YouTube, which I think is American. So when I speak to my friends in the school, they will understand me. But when they speak it back to me, I was like, what are they saying? That is not the same language I've been learning. So I end up like, I say to them like, see you tomorrow. Then they look at me back, oh, see you tomorrow. Then I was like, what does that even mean? Like, then put it in a translator, it doesn't even translate it. Then I was like, what country are we in? What language is this? I was like, I thought we were talking English. Then I was like, no, that's a Scottish. Then I was like, oh God. Then I was picking it up, so doing very well now. So just I think when you communicate with people, you get it quite fast, I would say. It's better than you just like hot piece of paper, then learn from YouTube, all that stuff. But I would say in Scotland it's very easy to get well with people because they super friendly, which more easier for us, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can confirm your Scottish is very, very, very good, Abdulhadi.
Getting there.
Yeah, do you want a wee go at that question as
So,
well?
when I started it was broken English, and I used to use like body language to let people understand me and I understand them. Then after that, step by step, like took around 6 months until learn it, like start to get step by step properly. But the most things is helped me. The people here had patient and like give me my time until like give them the idea I wanted to deliver. Then after that, like after 6 months, I was fine. Was like a pressure situation, different situation every single time until I get the experience how to speak English properly or Scottish.
No, actually, and I think that is really important. Patience and understanding, which our communities have, is really, really important in the learning. I'm just looking more at the comments that have just come in, and there's a comment here saying they would like to express their sincere thanks to Argyll and Bute Council, the entire team, the Scottish Government, the UK Government, providing us and our children with a safe environment. Yeah, lots of the comments are making me quite teary up, to be honest. Somebody's asked to get contact details with the team and the filmmakers. The team can be contacted through the council website, so the resettlement team can be contacted through the council website, or put my name into Google and you will get my contact details as a council employee. Eyeglass, you've also got your own.
We've got our website and our email is on there. So Eyeglass, it's AYE as in the Scottish I, and GLAS, which is the Gaelic for glass. And so eyeglass.com. I can't remember now.
eyeglass01@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's the email address.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, the websites.
Oh, the website's got it.
Eyeglass.com. Yeah.
Yeah. But get us on Facebook as well. If you're on
Okay, so you are contactable.
We're very contactable. Yes, very contactable.
Okay. I think the questions are coming to an end. So I would like to now introduce you to Pippa Milne, who is the Chief Executive of Argyll and Bute Council, and she's going to give a few closing comments. But we'll also be running an exit poll at the end of the event, so look out for that popping up on your screen too, and we'd really love your feedback. So over to you, Pippa.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening, and thanks, Morag and Joe. I think those of us who are lucky enough to live in Argyll and Bute know what a great and a warm welcome that there is on offer here. But I think you'll agree with me that the film just conveys that even more strongly than we could normally, and just shows what a warm welcome is available through the eyes of the resettlement work that our team does. And I'm always taken when I get to meet our refugees, just what a warm welcome they give us and the positivity that they bring to our communities, which is infectious. And I think you've got just a taste in the film of the contribution that they're giving to our communities and the richness that they add to Argyll and Bute. And that's something really fantastic to be a part of. So I'd just like to give a few thanks both to Andy and James at Eyeglass for producing the film, because I think it does convey really well the work that happens and the great story that resettlement has to tell about Scotland and Argyll and Bute. I'd like to thank our panellists, Yaya, Abdulhadi, Maria, Shenya. Guys, your English is superb, and I think you've really done a great job of conveying what it's been like to settle in Argyll and Bute, and you all give such a fantastic contribution to this area. We're forever grateful to that. I'd like to thank Morag and Joe for hosting this evening, and to the wider resettlement team who worked tirelessly to support this work, and to the multi-agency team that makes up the wider support network that supports all our refugees and makes all this possible. I have to say I'm incredibly proud of all of them and the work that they do. I'd like to thank everybody that participated in the film. As James and Andy have said, their willingness to share and be so open and honest is what made this all possible. And I'd also like to thank our wider group of refugees who we're so pleased to be able to have in Argyll and Bute, and for their ongoing contributions and sharing their input and culture. And most importantly, probably I'd like to thank our communities who make all this possible by being just so welcoming and supportive and patient. And that's what makes it such a great place to live. I'd like to thank all of you for attending. I hope you'll go and talk about the resettlement work, and you've got just a little taste about just how positive resettlement can be and what a great asset it can be to a community. And I look forward to us being able to show the film more widely. I'm really pleased that we've now created our new refugee strategy, and we've recommitted to continue to support resettlement and refugees in Argyll and Bute. It's really one of the most rewarding pieces of work that we do, and I hope that's come across in the film. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pippa. Thank you, everybody. That exit poll will pop up on your screen at the end of the event, but thank you very, very, very much for spending your Tuesday evening with us.
Thank you.